Out in Hot Springs, Arkansas, are they going to collect some public opinion on what's going on with the recent gas prices hike? I'm kind of curious myself what everybody else thinks. I know what I think, but what do all of them think? Let's go find out. 345, good God. We were bragging when it went down a penny the other day. We were like, yeah! And then the next day it went up a dime. We're like, dang it. How you doing, ma'am?
Hey, y'all still have that Tuesday?
Heck yeah, we do. Over at Grandpa's? Or I thought maybe you recognized me from the restaurant. That we do a big all you can eat catfish on Tuesdays. No, the Valero?
Yes.
I have no idea. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I can find out if you want.
Well, Tuesdays used to be, we got the,
Was it like 10 cents off or something like that?
Tuesdays you could get the premium for the cheap price.
Oh, okay. Well, that would help.
Back last year at least.
That's actually what we've been out here talking and filming about, is asking folks about what they feel about the new rise in gas prices.
I think it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's absolutely.
Yeah, my question has been why? And they use the.
How are you?
How you doing, sir?
Who are you?
My name's Jason Shelor.
Who are you with?
Independent with a. We're just running a blog site.
Okay, well, Jason, I appreciate you, but I don't allow people to do things like that on my parking lot.
Okay, well, and I actually asked your employee inside, and I don't want to roll her under the bus, but
Yeah, go ahead. She's
all right.
been under the bus before.
Appreciate it, and I'm not doing anything necessarily about Valero. So
It's just that things I can't control, I don't do, so.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Nope, that's fine.
All right, guys.
Have a good one.
Same as 87 today?
Well, there we have it. I should have asked him. So, you don't do it if you don't allow it if you can't control it. So why are you putting up your gas prices then? You can't control it, yet you're doing it. Just saying. How we doing, guys? Not intruding, just name's Jason. We run a kind of a political blog site called CommonSenseWithJason. We saw you guys over here. We were going to hit up the Exxon, talk about gas prices, and we saw you guys over here. We've been asking some folks public opinion about what they think of the gas prices and the hike just recently, and wondering, if people realize why it's happening, what their opinion is of it, if they think it's legitimate or not, or what do you guys think?
Oh, I think it's greed.
What's that?
Greed?
Yeah.
Because they can, they're doing it.
So just greed of the big oil companies, you mean?
Yeah, I think that's part of it.
Yeah. You think it's any involved with politics? Like a lot of people call it a political thing. I tend to disagree, but I think it's more, well, like you said, greed. Like everybody, the big thing lately has been Libya. Everybody says, oh, well, Gaddafi's seizing all the oil, and now that gives them kind of an excuse to raise prices. But they only supply 1% of the United States' oil, so it's like, well, time out. How are you going to legitimize a 15% hike in the price? So, I don't know. We've been just kind of collecting ideas, see if anybody's got the, there's always that hope of a perfect answer, but,
I don't have it. No.
That's, yeah, and if you did, you'd be on that side.
But I'll be like,
That's it.
I'll be like everybody else. I'll just pay it though.
Yeah, and that's the unfortunate part. The need doesn't change, the supply doesn't change, but somebody keeps going, we'll turn it up, we'll turn it down, we'll turn it up. Not like a gallon of milk that usually stays about the same price. So Jerry Refan, is that it? Refan? Is that any of you guys? Is that any of you guys, or are you just supporting? I got you. Gotcha. All right. Well, good luck. And the vote's tomorrow, isn't it?
Today's last day. Today is D-Day.
I was gonna say. Yeah, I early voted, but I thought it ended tomorrow. But never mind. Makes sense why you're out here today. All right. Well, good deal. Good luck.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Could you imagine the revenue spent on gasoline? Like, just imagine in a week, $35, $28, $31, $18. I mean, and they just keep on coming. Jeez. Exxon in 2007, third quarter, recorded $73.1 billion in profits. That was after they paid the janitor. I'm like, wow.
Someone couldn't went to lecture.
Yeah, exactly. We're on the verge of allowing the government to even run our utility companies. I can see it happening. Kind of a scary thing. How you doing?
I'm good.
I was gonna say that sounded.
Seen that camera.
Oh, don't worry about that. Basically, we want to ask permission, if you guys don't mind. We'd like to just ask a couple of customers that are pumping some questions about what they think about the gas prices hike and all that kind of stuff. We just run an independent political blog site. You don't care. All right, I won't. I'll look for the approachable ones.
Yes, please do. Don't pick the old ones. They're not very happy.
What kind of comments do you get in here? I'm sure they, oh, gas prices are going up again. What in the world? Why are you doing this to me? Yeah? All right. Good to see you, man. Oh, life's good. Yeah, sure.
Pull that up and run up for the leader.
Sure. Got it.
Yeah, got shit on me.
I tell you what, you already prepaid your gas?
Yeah.
If you want.
No, it's being paid right now.
Oh, I got you. I was gonna say I'd pump your gas if I could get a couple of questions out of you, if that's all right. What do you think?
What do I think about what?
The hike in the gas prices recently is what we're kind of talking about. Yeah.
It sucks big time.
What do you think it's all about? Like a lot of people are.
Actually,
there's a lot of speculation, but
honestly, I may be wrong. My opinion, I think it's because the ex-president.
the ex-president.
Good.
Okay, I got you. So you think gas prices today went up because of George Bush?
Yeah, 'cause he
2 years ago. I got you.
Yeah, that's my opinion.
So like got us in trouble over in the Arabia area, and that may have been it. I got you.
That's my opinion. I may be wrong, but that's how
I got you.
feel.
All right. Well, hey, when you feel that way, you feel that way.
Yeah,
That's just the
exactly.
way it's going to be. What do you think, sir?
I'm with her.
All right. I got you.
Always agree with her.
Well, that's a good way to keep the lady happy.
That's a fact.
Don't argue. Just you're right. I'm wrong.
You're right.
I work at a restaurant.
Sometimes the man's wrong, but I will. Okay, you're right, even though they are wrong.
Yeah.
Simple.
I manage a restaurant, and I kind of joke around with folks, but I'll always remember that I have the lady's drink in my left hand and the man's in my right.
Yeah.
Lady for left, left lady. The man's on the right because he's never right. This is just his one and only shot.
He's wrong either way.
But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's I don't know.
It's either way.
So however I can remember it.
Once they're happy, that's our man.
Yeah, don't cross the germs, then they'll be good.
Exactly.
I appreciate talking to me.
We got to put this one out.
We run a political blog site called CommonSenseWithJason. So it's the idea is there's a lot in politics and economic growth and things like that is not emulated. It doesn't follow common sense anymore. It's a very, in my opinion, is extremely driven by money, greed. The idea that, like a politician, he'll tell you everything you want to hear.
Right.
But then the moment he actually gets in Congress, he doesn't vote the way he told you. He doesn't vote the way you would want to do it, or the other 50 million people that he represents, or however many constituents they have.
Right.
And we've got to get back to the ideas of common sense. Like like Aaron Lewis says in his new song Country Boy, I wave two flags.
Right.
The American flag, and right underneath it is the old snake on the yellow sign that says, "Don't tread on me."
Right, exactly.
Don't leave me alone. I'll do mine. I don't want to pay for your programs and all that garbage.
Right.
Leave me alone, and we'll do better.
Exactly. You
All
got
right.
right there.
Good thing. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, you have a good one. She definitely had an opinion. I don't agree with it, but hey, that's the beauty of this, isn't it? The idea that George Bush is the reason that gas prices went up 2 weeks ago. I don't buy it. The idea that any president is really involved in the actual rising of costs of petroleum seems kind of asinine to me. I truly believe that there's no such thing as a simple answer like that. It's not that simple. None of this stuff is that simple. And to direct everything at one entity, to say, oh, the office of the president is what is causing everything that's wrong. why don't we just have a dictatorship if we're going to do that? Why don't we just give all of our rights, all of our opinions, all of our liberties, and just give it up to Congress if we're going to, and the president. If you want a dictatorship, there are plenty of great countries that do that, and they do all right at it. That's not what we were founded on. So, the idea of saying, oh, well, it's the president's fault. We run a political website called CommonSenseWithJason about the ideas of kind of getting back to common sense. And one of the things we're talking about today is gas prices and how they've gone up. Such a big hike in the last couple of weeks. Getting kind of public opinion on, like the last lady that was standing right here told me bold-faced she knew George Bush was the one that did it. And I went, okay, I'm gonna keep a straight face. But I was curious, do you guys have an opinion? I mean, I see you're buying gas, we have to do it, but what do you think?
What's my opinion?
Yeah, like why it went up, what all the speculation is, and all that kind of stuff. I know I'm kind of putting you on the spot, but...
Right. You know, it always seems to kind of go with the economy woes, in my opinion.
I got you.
Can't blame one person or the other.
I agree.
So, and we're getting into spring and travel time, so every year it seems like we go through this.
True.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, I always...
Holidays. Anytime anybody's going to travel, gas always goes up.
You know what's funny is that's very true, but last year, right before Memorial Day, gas prices went down. I went...
That's probably the only...
It literally was. The thing that gets me is that in the news, when people are talking about, you know, why gas prices have gone up and whatnot, the legitimizing fact that they keep coming out with is the situation in Libya. Libya produces a lot of oil, but have you seen, gas prices in the last 2 weeks have gone up 12.5%, roughly, give or take. They provide us 1% of the oil that comes into the United States. Those numbers don't add up. So I see it as maybe, and you tell me if it sounds ridiculous or not, it seems like big oil is saying, hey, this news thing is all over the place, talking about Libya seizing oil, Gaddafi's being a jerk again. Here's an opportunity for us to hike the prices and legitimize it by what's on the front of the New York Times. Yeah.
I would agree.
Yeah, makes sense.
Everybody likes to blame.
What's that?
Never really get the real answer, but everybody likes to blame somebody.
Exactly. And I was just talking...
Republicans blame the Democrats blame Republicans.
Right.
They never seem to quite get the truth. But
Yeah.
that's, I think it has to do a lot with politics. So,
Yeah,
you know.
I agree. All right.
Just don't travel as much, cut back, you know, it all balances
Live within
out.
your means.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
may not take summer vacations or drive this far, but it all balances out.
All right.
Take the good with the bad.
Good deal. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Y'all have a good one. We're interviewing some folks about public opinion on gas prices. Where we've gone recently. I'm a Texas Tech guy too, so I hate your team, by the way. Name's Jason.
Cameron?
Cameron, nice to meet you. Basically about the recent hike. I mean, we were at like, what, 280 about a month ago?
Yeah.
And we've gone up, you know, what, I think the national average is like 18.5%. Around here was 12.5%. Kind of wondering if people understand why that is or what the opinions are and what your opinion might be.
Well, being a high school student, my opinion right now is because with all the things going on over in Egypt and all that, things are obviously going to go up because of all the oil that they produce.
Yeah,
So,
that makes sense.
That's my take on things right now.
I got you. Yeah, we've had a very wide spread of opinion. A lady right over here said that she was convinced. I mean, she had very high conviction that George Bush did everything and was responsible for the hike last week. And I'm like, well, not my opinion, but hey, that's your opinion. But yeah, I agree. Libya, the thing going on there, and in Egypt, that makes sense. The huge trafficking area for everything, including petroleum. So, cool. Thanks for talking with me. Good luck in football, but except during the week when you're going to Lubbock. Thanks for coming to the site today and checking out our video on gas prices. Make sure you comment, rate, and subscribe on our site. Check us out on Facebook, Common Sense with Jason, and at www.jasonshelor.com. JASONSHELOR. Have a great day, and God bless.